All right, back to it. Write the slope-intercept equation on the line shown. This one has an intercept of +1. Again, I'm looking for y equals mx plus b. I'm looking for that information. I've already got my intercept. It's at +1. And then my slope, I need 2 points. Here's a good point, here's a good point. You're just looking for places where it crosses the grid lines really, really nicely. We've got up 3 and over 1. And that's my slope, 3 over 1. You can leave it as a fraction. You can also just write 3, but I prefer to have that as a fraction. Looking over here at this other one, same process. We've got an intercept of +2, so I've got y equals mx plus b. I know my b is +2. I need my slope. I'm headed down, so I know my slope is going to be negative. Down 2 over 1, so down 2 over 1. You do not have to list it as a fraction. I love listing my slope in the equation as a fraction to help remind me what I'm talking about. So this one, down 2 over 1. Standard form. Now on your test, probably going to be a multiple choice, but we'll go through standard form. Couple of things about standard form: no fractions, and it's going to look just like this: ax plus by equals c. No fractions, this form, and x needs to be positive. This is what standard form looks like. I'm going to show you how to get it real quick. We'll do both of these. You're going to start off, I need an equation. You guys know which equation I'm going to use. Y minus y1 is equal to m x minus x1. Both of these are negative, so they'll flip in my equation. I don't want any fractions, so I'm going to take the entire thing and multiply by 3. That'll clear this fraction right here. We get 3y plus 9 is equal to x plus 6. So you kind of distribute it to each term. This is a whole term. It's all multiplied together, so it's a whole term. That 3 will clear the fraction. Then I want my x and y on the same side. X is already positive over here, so I'm going to move my y, and I'll get 9 is equal to x minus 3y plus 6. I'm going to get that 6 out of the way, and that'll give me 3 is equal to x minus 3y. I want it in this form, so I'm just going to flip that 3, put that equal 3 here on the other side, and I'll say x minus 3y is equal to 3. Doop, 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 doop. And that's going to be standard form. We'll show you one more time. Again, probably going to be multiple choice on that test, so don't worry too much about this. You're going to have to be able to pick it out. It should look like this: no fractions, x positive, and your point should work in the line. All right, this one, we've got y minus y1 is equal to m x minus x1. Watch those negatives, y minus 3. This one, there's no fraction to clear, so I'm just going to distribute. I've got negative 2x minus 8. Add the 2x to both sides, and I will get 2x plus y minus 3 is equal to negative 8. I want to get rid of that 3, and this one's going to clean up a lot faster. 2x plus y is equal to negative 5, and we're done here with standard form. Let's go on to our word problems. Standard form, let's just do them real quick. So I've got these two. I want to go in standard form. So what I'm going to need to do is get my slope first. We're going to take this, I'm going to change this to slope intercept. We're going to give you slope intercept form so you can see me solving for y again. Because you're going to have to be able to do that a bunch on this next test. Standard form, not as much. So we've got negative 6 minus negative 2 over 2 minus negative 2. I'm going to get negative 4 over 1, or negative 4 over 4. That's my slope, and that'll give me a negative 1 slope. I'm going to pick these two numbers. They both have negatives. Negative 2 is going to be smaller. So I'll have y minus negative 2 is equal to negative 1, x minus negative 2. That'll give me y plus 2 is equal to negative x minus 2. Subtract the 2 from both sides, and I will get y is equal to negative x minus 4. So if we're doing slope-intercept form, solving for y, that's what it's going to look like. On this next one, same process. I don't have a slope, I don't have a y-intercept. I'm going to have to solve for both. So 6 minus negative 6 over 4 minus negative 2. That's going to give me 12 over 6. 12 over 6 reduces to 2 over 1. I'm going to choose 4, 6 because there are no negatives, so when I drop it in, it's just y minus 6 is equal to 2x minus 4. I don't have to worry about flipping. Again, all personal preference. You could use the other one. You will get the same answer. 2x minus 8, add the 6 to both sides, and I'll get y is equal to 2x minus 2. And we're done there. Taking, solving for y. Write the equations of two lines that are parallel. The only thing that matters about these lines is that their slope is the same. So if I have a 7 over 3 for this slope, I have to have a 7 over 3 for this slope. The other thing, if I want two lines, they got to be different. I know the slopes have to be the same, so let's make their y-intercepts different. I'll put a +1 over here and a +8 over here. These two are parallel. Why are they parallel? Because their slopes match. They're different lines. Why are they different? Because they have different y-intercepts. So one will be at +8, one will be at -1. Two lines that are perpendicular. Again, what do I need for perpendicular lines? I need their slopes to be opposite. So if this slope is positive, 3 over 5, this slope has to be negative 5 over 3. That's what makes them perpendicular. Now they are already different. Their slopes are different, so they're already different lines. I can leave them just like this. If you want to throw in some y-intercepts, that's also cool, but they're already different lines because of their slopes. Write the equation of two lines that have the same y-intercept. So that's cool. We got y equals. We got y equals. The only thing they're asking you for is that they have the same y-intercept. I'm going to pick 6 for my y-intercept. Some of you are going to go, what about the slope? What about the slope? You can put any slope you want to in here. All it's asking is that you have the same y-intercept. You can, in fact, have the same slope. But as long as those y-intercepts match, you will be okay. Write the equation of a line with a slope of -1 over 6 and a y-intercept of -5. Shouldn't be a question mark, should be a period. That's okay. We'll get y is equal to mx plus b. And that plus and negative is going to go negative for us. All right. Last page. Ms. Taylor's 5th grade class is taking a field trip to the Perot Museum. The cost of a presentation and tour of the new exhibits is $150 for the group plus an additional $250 a person. All right. So presentation of a tour is $150 and the per person cost is $250. All right. This is the total cost. $150 to get in, $250 a person. All right. Now, determine the total cost of the field trip if there are 32 people. So my total cost is equal to $150 for showing up plus 32 times 2.5. So it's going to be 64 plus 16, so 78. Yeah? Yeah. All right. 78 plus 150. And that's going to be the cost. That's going to give us, adding those together, a total cost of $228. All right. All we did, 32 people coming in, $2.50 a piece. Boom. Add them together. Total cost $228. Small apples cost $25 a pound, and Noja pears cost $2 a pound. Write an equation in standard form and in slope-intercept form of the models of possible combinations that you can buy with $8. So 0.25x for our apples plus 2y. We want that to be $8. That's our standard form. Slope-intercept form, we're just going to solve for y. So I'll subtract the x to the other side and divide by 2. I'll get y is equal to negative, that's 1 over 4, so 1 over 8 x plus 4. Taking that, subtract this, divide by 2. That'll be ours. So standard form, slope-intercept form, and then give at least one possible amount of fruit that you can buy. You could buy no apples and 4 pears. 4 pounds of pears. And that'll work. That'll work because 0 for x, 4 for y equals 8. Don't try to get crazy when they ask you for a point. Just do a casual point that works. You know that 4 times 2 is 8. Use something like that. Use something easy. Don't try to get nuts on that. Anyway, good luck on the test. We'll see you next time.